A woman marrying a man is the most dangerous thing that she can do. But even more dangerous is marrying a foreign man. And your comment is exactly why I make videos like this a lot, actually. And I'm so sorry to hear that. This is so common. And I'm like, please do not move for a man. Oh, crap. Look, there they are. And there's the aggressive pony right there. That's like the wartime horn. Oh, wait, it's also the lunchtime horn. Oh my God. Hey, all good. I've seen way too many movies, y'all. Anyway, it is so, I can't tell y'all how many times that I go into the Married to a Frenchman Facebook group, and it's just like, how do I get out of here? So here's something that a lot of women don't realize, and this is why you need to do your research before you ever move to another country or even state or region with a man or for a man. Which again, I don't think you should ever do that. But if you do, read the laws about children. Because here in France, if you have your child here in France, you cannot leave with that child. And men trap women with babies all the time, like in general, all over. Even though they've been telling us that we're the ones who trap them. No, it's all projection. It's all lies. Everything they say is opposite day. And so if you find yourself in a domestic violence situation, his whole family is against her, because that's just going to happen. In general, the family is always going to side with their son, but especially a foreign family, because you don't even belong to their country, their culture. You don't even speak the same language, or if you do, not as well, not with the perfect accent. So you have nothing. The only thing you have when you go to a foreign country, if you marry a man and live in that country, is perhaps a group of fellow immigrants or expats. I usually use the word immigrants. Some people say expat because they're only there temporarily. I personally think it's like classes or whatever. Hi. Oh, you guys are coming. Oh, they're coming. Oh, even the pony. You don't have the law on your side. You don't have your family on your side. You have nothing. Hey. And if you take those children or try to take those children away, you will be charged with kidnapping. And so you either have to choose, and basically it's the same predicament that most of our grandmas were in before they had any financial, before they could have bank accounts and stuff. So many of our grandmas were literally held hostage because they had no way of leaving with their children. So a lot of these women, grandmas, great-grandma, all of them, they stayed and had a miserable life just for their kids. And that is what so many women experience when they are immigrants and they're married to, these international couples. And that's why, 90 Day Fiance, that show is fascinating me, because it's like, y'all don't know what you're getting into. Now, one of the many reasons we got married is so that I would have rights, right? I get health care, social security stuff, all that stuff, right? I can leave, I can come and go, I can work, I can do all that stuff. Because I don't have children, if for some reason my husband did a switcheroo, I have my own money and I can go. But if you have kids with one of these men, you can't leave. And then also, it's basically, I love The Little Mermaid, but the message behind The Little Mermaid is leave your everybody, everything you know. Even get rid of your fin and have these legs and literally have to learn how to walk and breathe air and literally leave everyone who cares about you, everyone who is part of your community, who is there to protect you. All of that for some dude that you saw in the sand after he almost drowned, and you're like, that one, I want to be with him. Why? Why? It doesn't make sense. And then the whole, giving up. I know the new Little Mermaid, really addressed a lot of that stuff, and I appreciate that. Just the message in general, don't flip an Ariel, man, because women almost always lose. One of the things that gives me so much comfort is knowing that I came here for me. I established my community, my friendships. I had my own apartment. I loved my life here. And then I met my husband and we merged lives. But I have a life outside of my husband, and I had a life before my husband when I'm here. And I don't want to be anywhere else. This is where I want to be. So many women, especially American women, U.S. American women, move over here and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to live in France, la, 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 because the way we're sold on this idea that of all of it, the idea of romance and all that crap. But especially when it comes to France, we just have this weird fetish with France. So many women come over here and they're like, I hate it. Because especially if you don't know that language really well, you will never fit in. And most U.S. Americans hate their in-laws. I hit the jackpot. I love my in-laws. My mother-in-law seems to know me better than I know myself and love me more than I love myself. It's weird. She just loves me so much. She has this photo of me in her kitchen. And this, she gets me, man. Like, I was like, wow, look at these desserts. My husband took this photo and she just loves this photo of me. One of the things that was really important to me when I met my husband, when we first started dating, is that he has such a good relationship with his family. And he even said, like, I didn't realize until recently how lucky I am to have been raised in a family with so much love, because apparently it is not normal. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're super lucky. Like, that is a huge privilege in and of itself. He gets that. When I met them, I was like, okay, it makes sense. But so many women will just marry a man not even knowing their family. Family is like the foundation of everything here. Family and community, including friendships, which are more like little families. So you're going to spend every Sunday at the in-laws eating a 4-hour lunch. I love those. I look forward to them. But, in the married to a French man thing, like all of them are like, if I have to go to one more lunch, I hate it. It ruins my whole Sunday. You know what I mean? It's just France. It is, every country is different. You are giving up everything when you move somewhere and marry a man. If you have kids with him, you have no way out. If you can prove physical abuse, you might be able to leave with those kids, but it's really hard to prove that. And if it's not physical abuse, and he's smart enough to hide the abuse so that it never leaves any marks, and it's more emotional and all that stuff, which again, all abuse is physical because it's going to kill you, your nervous system, autoimmune disease and whatever. It's so hard to prove abuse. And if you don't speak the language well, and you don't have a lot of money, and you can't prove it, you are stuck forever. Please do not follow and influence. Oh my God, I'm gonna live my life, man. Occasionally, it works out well. My case worked out well, but again, I moved here for me. But occasionally, if someone moves for a man, it does work out well. I have one friend that it's working out really well for. Most of the time, it does not. Most of the couples I know that are international couples, they did not move for one another. Oh, look, he's just watching. Marriage is risky, but international marriage, don't take that decision lightly. Right, Mose? Look at him. Yeah, I know. You're so annoyed with me.